You're sitting at a dinner table, people are laughing, conversations are happening, and you are right there in the middle of it. Physically, you are present, but mentally, it feels like there's a glass wall between you and everyone else. You laugh at the right moments, you say the right things, and you perform the gestures of connection perfectly while remaining entirely disconnected from the room. The absence of people creates a specific identifiable void. Hiding in plain sight creates a much more deceptive kind of isolation, one that feels impossible to explain, because on paper your life is for this is emotional loneliness. It occurs when the people around you are interacting with a highly curated version of you rather than the person beneath the performance. That heavy, empty feeling you carry home after a night with friends is a signal. It means your psychological defense system is working exactly as it was designed. To understand why that system exists, we have to look backward to its origin point. At some point in your past, you showed someone the real, the vulnerable, messy you, and they met that honesty with rejection, mockery, or indifference. Your brain responded with a rapid threat assessment to ensure the vulnerable core would never be exposed again. Your subconscious built a wall. You constructed an avatar, a socially optimized version of herself, keeping people close without risking the traits that might push them away as a survival tactic. It works. The avatar is likable. It says the right things. It keeps you safe from rejection. You successfully engineered a foolproof system for social survival. But in the process, you traded away the very capacity for genuine human connection. Psychiatrist Carl Jung studied this exact defense mechanism. He called it the persona, the psychological mask. We were to navigate the public world. Jung warned that an overpowered persona creates a structural danger. The more energy poured into maintaining the mask, the more isolated the true self becomes. Look around that crowded dinner table again. The people laughing are bonding exclusively with the persona. It creates a brutal mathematical reality. You could be surrounded by people who love the avatar, while the actual you remains in solitary confinement. The deepest feelings of isolation strike in the exact moments you successfully convince everyone around you that you are perfectly fine. This defense system eventually had a ceiling. Every relationship built on the avatar is kept at a certain depth, unable to grow past the hard horizontal threshold of the mask. Eventually, you experience a form of identity amnesia when you filter every thought and feeling through a social safety check before letting it out. Your internal voice loses its no. You spend so long practicing what they want to hear that you eventually forget what you actually wanted to say. The loneliness you feel is direct evidence that you've been unloved as your true self. Fixing this does not mean tearing the mask off all at once. Forcing sudden vulnerability on your entire social circle is dangerous and unnecessary. Start with a micro action. Find one person who feels safe and share one unfiltered truth, one actual feeling, a thought you would normally edit out to protect the avatar. When you drop the performance for just a moment, something in the room shifts. Most of the time, the expected rejection never comes. Instead, your finally seen psychological safety begins the moment you trade performance for presence and find the courage to be known.